Hi guys, good evening. Merry Christmas to all of you. I'm Vaibhav Srivastav, CEO of Fabrico LUCA Soccer Club, and today finally we have touched double figures on our episode count. Today is the 10th episode, and today we have got uh, two very important figures from our own club. We have Mukesh Vanita, he's a member of our reserve team, and Arjun Hansen, he's a senior team player. So we will be featuring them in today's program, and I will host them one after another. So in the first part of the episode, Mukesh will go live with me, and the second part, Arjun will be seen being interviewed by me. So thank you guys for joining the program, and thank you for the relentless support and love. Once again, Merry Christmas to all of you from the fraternity of LUCA Soccer Club. So I'm waiting for Mukesh to come online so that we can start the first part of the episode. And those who are watching the broadcast, you must have seen I recently did a giveaway contest. So I'm giving out these brand new home and away kits of our club. All you need to do is you need to just go to my post. You can find the post on my account. My username is Y05, VAI05, and you will get all the details there. And guys, don't forget to check uh, the giveaway contest uploaded by your club on our account. So today we launched a new giveaway contest, and that giveaway has been organized by a club. So make sure you all are a part of it, and make sure to win many things, because a lot of things are in the store. So Mukesh has already come online. I'm going to accept his request. And
Good day,
hi Mukesh, good evening.
good evening, good evening.
Merry Christmas, Mukesh.
Merry Christmas, sir. Merry Christmas.
Right. Just a minute, Mukesh. I'm going to showcase these two
Yeah,
home
yes,
and
it's
away
a giveaway.
jerseys.
Yes,
Yeah, which are being given out by me. All you need to do is you need to go to my profile, VA05, VAI05, that is my username. And don't forget to take part in the giveaway organized by your club today. You can see it on our feed. All right, Mukesh,
yes.
how have you been?
Good, sir. Good. Very well. Very well. Kerala is nice.
Right.
Kerala is a pleasant place. Good place.
Okay, Mukesh. So I'm going to, I have already broken the program into two parts. Okay. So first one will feature you, and the second one is going to feature Arjun. All right.
Nice.
So we have a time limit. Keep that in mind.
Yes,
And
yes,
I'm not going to be formal with you. There are no rules, okay,
yes,
and no formalities. We will
yes,
try to be as natural as we can.
yes,
All right.
sir. Yes, yes.
All right, Mukesh, I'm just going to ask you some questions and you need to answer them. And during the time of the session, we'll take some questions live from our viewers.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so Mukesh, just introduce yourself to everyone who's watching this
Myself, I'm
broadcast.
Mukesh. I'm from Tamil Nadu. My hometown is Trichy. So I've been doing my college in Pune. I was there for 3 years, and then I was playing for Mumbai Ultras in Mumbai for a year, and then I'm here with LUCA Soccer Club for the present season.
That's it.
Yes.
I mean, that was the shortest introduction I've ever seen. I'm just joking. Mukesh, I know you have been to some uh, foreign countries as well for football
Yes,
trips
yes,
and
yes.
programs. Please tell us about that experience going abroad to play football.
So it was basically I was scouted by ARV Consulting, which was a consulting services in Chennai. So they had this trial which the post was put up, and I was very interested in trying it out. So it was a good trial organized in Chennai. I attended the trials, and I got selected. And then again, to be frank, it's a paid program, but the exposure and the players and everything that I've met in these 3 months was unbelievable. The experience, the development in myself that the academy has given to me was very, very valuable for me in my football career. And the academy's name is Pro Direct Soccer Academy. It's in Aveiro, Portugal, and it was a great learning experience. To be frank, how backwards or how much do we need to put effort in order to make it there? Making it into a professional is not something that is very easy. That is, people think, and once you go there, there are just like you millions of people trying it out, just like you to make it to that place. So it was a very, very, very good experience in my life, which I cannot forget.
Right. And post that, you joined a club, right?
Yes,
You
yes,
you joined a club this year, last year, I mean this year, 2020. So you were there in Portugal last year, I believe.
yes, yes, yes.
Right. So, how has your experience been so far? Because you are a part of a very new elite program, and many people keep asking me about our elite program. I get so many questions. So you have been there. You were the first person to touch the base. So you know
Yes.
a lot than others. So describe that experience and explain it to the viewers how our elite program is set.
So the elite program is very a unique program for the age group. It's between 20 to 23 people who are really focused and who think that they can make it to the professional. And it is led by the technical staff and a good number of people who back us up in a very professional way. And we have the head coach for the development program, elite program, is Coach Hayden, who was a ex Barca academy coach in Bangalore, and it's simply amazing to work with him and go ahead. And we play every week. There are practice matches happening just to gain that exposure, the match composure, and everything. And then it's a complete residential program, first of all. So the food, the stay, and everything is sorted here. And we are well taken care of. It's like a hub, basically. In this pandemic, I think we were the only first club to in Kerala, I would say, that to start the practice and get on with the flow. And then we even had the preseason to Bangalore, not to forget that, which was a very important aspect. We traveled all the way to Bangalore for almost 1 week, and we played matches against some of the top clubs there from the Super Division teams, and it was a very unique experience. And coming back to Kerala, everything here, the coaching staff, the people here are everyone are so friendly, and this is the best place to develop yourself into becoming a professional, and you learn a lot of things basically. So elite
Fantastic.
program is one unique program which not many clubs or not many clubs offer for the particular time. So
Yes, the most unique thing about our relic program is we have, stationed players who are above 20. So when we go to other clubs and academies, people, once they exceed, that age limit, once they go above 20, there are limited chances, and people assume that, age is a reason why they are discarded. So the age factor comes into consideration. But we have been different because we believe that talent can be seen even in a 28-year-old. I mean, India is a big country, so most people they don't even find the right exposure at the right time. So that is what we have been doing. We have been trying to give as much exposure possible to people from all the places of India. Right. So Mukesh, you came from the neighbor state. You came from Tamil Nadu, and as far as I know, Tamil Nadu and Kerala both have a lot of similarities, resemblances. Even the language is kind of similar to some extent. I'm not sure because I'm also an outsider. So
yes, yes, yes.
please tell me about your experience with the local players. How easy or difficult was it to liaison with all the guys there?
For me, to be frank, it wasn't as difficult as I expected it. And once I came here, people are so friendly. Boys here, everyone. starting all the way from the local players. I thought, okay, that it's going to be a little tough for us since we are going out of our comfort zone and meeting new players and everything. The language barrier I meant, but it's not at all. It's just the opposite. Whatever it is, even if they have the language barrier with us, they still try to communicate and adapt, and that is what I feel is the best thing here. Where the guys come talk, they try to learn from us, and we learn from them. And the local barrier isn't as much as we think. There are guys from Manipur and everyone is so comfortable here to be the first thing. That is the most important thing. There was no one like, no, this is not my place. None of us felt that way because we all are like a family here, talking to each other, learning new stuffs. And so I think the local thing is not a much of a barrier. And since we are in this local hub kind of a thing here, so there is nothing that takes us apart from, the queries because everything is so familiar. We have managers who take care of our travel or, everything to be get sorted. And Nawaz sir who takes care of the overall things and it's always very good. So the local people and the guys are very friendly to be frank, very friendly.
Right, right. I mean, even I had the similar kind of experience coming from outside. And Mukesh, I mean, you have been marketing all the people from our club. You forgot me, huh? The person who
The
recruited
first
you
person who I
initially.
actually spoke
Yeah,
to, the
exactly.
first person.
You know, I keep boasting during interviews. We have had, sorry, during meetings. We have had 5, 6 meetings, ever since you joined the club with the technical staff and office staff as well. And one thing which I mentioned very particularly is I recruited these guys, Mukesh, Pradyum, all the cream players. So I try to take pride in that. So uh, I still remember, I have vivid memories the first time we interacted,
Yeah,
and the
we
extent
spoke
I
over the
had to
call.
go to convince you join our academy. So you must not
Yes, yes,
strike me out.
always, always in my heart.
Yeah. So
Always.
everyone who's watching, especially from our club, whatever I've been saying is true to the core. So it's
Yes.
not coming from me, it's coming from Mukesh only. And these are words straight out of his heart. So who recruited these guys? It's me. uh, all right, Mukesh. One thing I saw in your posts, you are quite close to your mother. We all are.
Yes.
And I think she has backed you up in your journey so far. I remember when we had our conversation over the call, you mentioned her once. So I think her support has been very valuable for you to make
Very much,
progress.
very much. Yes.
So please tell me how much of a support has she been?
So, first of all, she's a single parent who raised me all the way till now to what I am right now. And it was looking at her, I feel that she's the most strongest woman who I've ever met in my life. The struggles and everything she has faced and gone through, and the way she's taken things, and where we are now, right now, the way she supports me and everything, it's just there's no words to describe about it. But her support has been like a major, major, major thing to back me up and reach till this place. And right now, we also had, whenever I tell her that, Ma, I want to do this, I think this is like the best place for me, I think I have to go here. She's like, if you think it's right, then go ahead. She obviously gives me advices and everything just like normal mothers, but the bond that I have with my mom is something different, like a more friendly bond where I have no limits to talk about. I talk about everything to her, and she, whatever I'm right now, it's all because of her, to be frank. Everything is because of her. Talking, the way I present myself, she teaches me every normal things that make a big difference in life, how to face people, how to move forward in life, how to talk, and everything. So I think my mom is um, everything to me, to be simple as that. And yes,
Yes, she has raised you incredibly, and I'm sure there must have been challenges, but You are making her proud, believe me, and you still have a long way to go.
Yeah,
This is just the beginning of your journey.
yes.
So I'm sure that you will uh, grace all the beautiful things in life going ahead.
Thank you so
Uh,
much. Thank you.
Mukesh, one question which I want to ask you, because you seem to be a very sophisticated individual and you have also completed your graduation. So, in case we did not recruit you, in case we didn't start the elite program at all, so what would you have done, as a career alternative? Would you have played football or you would have, taken other route?
Playing football is always an option for me because I wanted to make it because I thought, yes, I have the qualities to make it there. But when the complete pandemic and everything happened, I'm pretty sure almost half of more players were clueless because the leagues were shut and we had to return back to our home state and everything. And if not LUCA, I think this present season would have been a nightmare for me because still now the leagues aren't started and the clubs are still finding a way to get into things. But I would have chosen to go back to Mumbai maybe and play the Super Division there with my old club, making things go forward. And my career alternative would have been to get into sports management and look forward to taking things in hand.
So you would have still worked in sports, right?
Yes, always, always.
And what is the course which you pursued recently? Which course did you undertake
I
during your
pursued
graduation?
BCom, BCom, BCom,
BCom,
BCom. Yes,
right?
Bachelor of
BCom plus
Commerce.
sports management would
Yes.
have been a deadly combination. Huh?
Yeah, deadly combination. Yes, exactly. So that's what it's all about because once sports plays a major role in our life, it's hard to throw it away and get into something that is not going to give you that happiness. That's what my mom always tells me. Like instead of you forcing you into something that you don't like, until you are happy with doing what you like, I'm also happy. It makes you better as an individual, I feel. Much better as an individual. So I think obviously sports management.
Nice. And where is your mom based now? This is a personal question, but I'm still
Yeah,
asking.
no
Is she in
problem, no
India?
problem. No, she is right now. She was in India. She was stuck here for almost 3, 4 months, and then now she's back to Qatar. Now she's back to her work that she started to get along with her everyday work, and she's in Qatar right now.
Right. So you must have traveled, to a lot of corners of the world.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes, yes, yes.
so how much has traveling affected you as an individual? Because when we travel, we try to, pick up all the positive things. So, what kind of change has travel been to you as a person?
As a person, yes, I have traveled a lot, but the first thing that I take in things is the adaptability for everyone. It comes only when you travel and you see things in different places. So that is why my mom always pushed me into traveling to different places. Even after completing my schooling in Tamil Nadu, she forced me to move to Pune, leaving my comfort zone, staying there, learning new things, language, which plays a major role. And I feel that getting away from home, you learn a lot of positive things and you get to notice the negative ones more. You come to know about what is wrong in that place more than the right ones. So it's good to always stay away from the negative ones and take the positives and go along in the life. And so yes, so Pune has always been a nice place. When I was in schooling, it has always treated me well. Language was always a barrier, but then 3 years of span, it was easy to pick up the language and go through it. So I feel traveling is one important thing that every individual must do in one part of the life, and they should take it as an inspiration or from someone to keep traveling and do a lot of things. Traveling plays a major role in helping an individual grow. So yes,
It definitely does. And you mentioned that you learned some new languages while
Yes.
traveling the different corners of the
Yes.
world. So, how many languages do you speak at the moment?
So right now I know a little bit of French, like
Well, me too.
Hindi, fluent Hindi. Yeah, fluent Hindi. And then I know my mother tongue Tamil, and then I know English. I think a good five language, which helps me
But you
to.
mentioned four: French, English, Tamil, and what was the last language? French, English, Tamil, and Hindi. You mentioned four
Yes,
languages. Which one is the
and
fifth one?
Kerala, Malayalam, Malayalam,
Ah, yeah,
Malayalam,
of course.
getting to
You
know
know
Malayalam.
Malayalam, huh? You are fluent in
Yes, yes,
Malayalam.
yes. Not very fluent, but yes, I can. I am good with it right now. By the span of 3 months, 4 months, boys have taught me a really good amount of Malayalam. So yes,
Yes. So I'm going to ask you some questions, okay,
yes,
about your teammates and about our staff. I just want to know some inside information because you
okay.
are based there for almost 3, 4 months. So tell me who is your best friend right now in the setup?
In the setup, uh, there are a lot of best friends,
Now you
but
have to choose only one. Who's the closest to you? Who's your go-to buddy?
go-to buddy is always I would tell Shashank, who was there from the starting. I think we both jumped here to the base together, so it's been a constant buddy throughout the LUCA time. So I would go for Shashank. Shashank.
And who do you feel is the weirdest of all?
Weirdest. 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 In what context do you put that weirdest in? Like,
Can be anything. I'm not going to
can be
add
anything.
context.
Can be anything.
You
I
just
think the weirdest would be. I would go for Yasserino. He was there with us for a couple of times. He's Yasserino.
and in which context? Now you need to add context to your answer.
He's a very funny person, funny personality, and like very in the weirdest funny character, which obviously a club needs a person like him. So it's good to have
He's a
this
character, huh?
vibe. Yes, he's a big character. Yes, 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 yes.
Right, right. And who has the worst dressing sense of all the
Dressing
people?
sense.
Can be someone
Uh,
from the staff as well. Worst
no, no,
dressing
staff,
sense.
stars have the
You
best
can.
dressing sense. So coming to the players, the dressing sense, I would go for Sahad. Sahad.
Sahat.
Yes, yes, the guy from Kodugu. Sahad.
What kind? What kind of
He
things does he put
very,
on?
very freaky, very freaky. TikTok vibes, complete, very freaky dressing style. So I would go for
Does
him.
he have a contemporary dressing sense or traditional uh,
No, 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 no,
dressing
no.
sense?
Complete. No, complete. No, it's not traditional. It's the other way around. Just the opposite of traditional.
You mentioned TikTok must be the
Yes,
latest
yes.
modernized one, huh?
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry?
no, no, nothing. I'm seeing people commenting, most of them are saying they are fans of you. You've got a lot of fans, yeah. And so this is to all the fans of Mukesh. If you have any questions, if you want to ask anything, Mukesh, live, this is your chance. So just throw whatever questions you have been, willing to ask him. Put him on. He's right now on the hot seat. So take this opportunity to the fullest extent. So we have got only 5 minutes, Mukesh, and we'll
Yes,
take some
yes, yes,
questions. Right?
yes.
I'm waiting for one of them to come up with something odd. Okay, I've got one question from Munira. I think you have already answered this question. She is asking if you weren't a footballer, would you be? You said you wanted to pursue sports
Sports
management, right?
management, yes.
You would have been a sports
Something,
management
something in a
professional.
sports field, yes. Profession and sports field. So that would be my
Guys, you
answer.
don't need to be so modest. Come on, I'm waiting for. some casual questions, huh? Which can
And I also would like to,
one minute.
thank uh, you as well as for making me believe in the setup and come all the way to LUCA from Tamil Nadu. I was very unsure about it. I think you would have known. I would used to call you very frequently, almost 5 to 6 times, asking how it is going to be, how is the future and everything. And I would really like to thank you for guiding me and the people here. I should not forget to mention taking my first Nawaz sir, who has always been a major role for me. And next comes Coach Hayden, who is we all are very much comfortable with him. His training concept, his technical way, and everything. And he's such a friend on and off the field, which makes us into a good vibe of a team. And obviously, our manager Rafi sir, and our physio Saifu sir, and everyone is more like a family here. That is what is the best
That's
and
right.
the foremost.
We are a family. And
Yes,
Mukesh,
a family.
you don't need to pitch on it for everyone. You don't need to
Yeah.
talk on everyone's behalf because it's not going to put you in the good books. I'm telling you, our people, they they don't take these things seriously. So
I know, I
you
know,
are
I know.
just wasting your efforts. Another question from Munira, and I like this question. She's asking you to pick between marriage and football. So I'm sure
Ah,
it will be the latter one,
football.
but please choose one.
I think it'll be football any day. Football, football. Yes,
Right, right.
always football.
Okay. One last question from the red guy. Uh, he's asking you about your favorite football club. Which club do you support, Mukesh? I also have this question.
Hala Madrid, Real Madrid, and then it comes
You
to Chennai FC.
right.
Yes.
All right, Mukesh. So we will wrap up the session now. Thank you for being a part. One last message. Anything you want to say to the viewers, to the followers of the club, not just to the
Mm,
staff.
no. It's the followers of the club. It's because of you who we are running the show here, and always keep your support. Constant support is much needed for all our players here, and keep supporting. And all love. Thank you. Love you guys.
Okay, Mukesh, and I wish you the best. I'm sure you
Thank
have
you.
a
Thank
long
you.
way to go. Keep up the good work because I've heard a lot of constructive things about you. People are really optimistic about your progress and development. So we believe you will be there soon.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay, Mukesh. And
Thank you so
guys,
much.
that was Mukesh from our reserve team. And please keep watching the broadcast because I will be back in 5 minutes with Arjun. So this was the part one of the episode. So we have another part left, and that will be with Arjun. Arjun is already live. So I have to wrap this session first, and then we'll start another live. Okay, Mukesh, take care.
Yes, sir.
Good night.
Yes,
God
sir.
bless
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Very good.